When people try to do you evil, how do you react? How do you respond? What do you say? How do you carry on? Do you fret about it? Do you argue? Do you worry about it? Or when you see others prospering and they're doing wicked, how do you respond? How do you react? Good morning, saints, and welcome to the Dixon's Devotions with Pastor Dixon. Today we are going to be looking at Psalm chapter 37. David is giving some advice. This psalm is like a proverb. Remember, the Psalms is part of a collection of books called the writings or the poetic books. And right here, this psalm is like a proverb, and when we read this psalm, it's a direct continuation of Psalm chapter 36. It deals with how to respond to the wicked even when they are prospering. Do not fret over them. And a lot of times we frustrate ourselves, we fret to the point sometimes we envy them, and we should not be that way. But before we go any further, if you like the content on this channel, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this YouTube channel with a friend. Now let's get back into the devotions. Now in Psalms chapter 37, as I said, the psalmist is giving advice to the godly or to those who walk uprightly. Do not worry ourselves. A lot of times worry causes more damage than even what the wicked try to do to you or to us. Do not worry about them. Do not bother yourself about them. Now here in verse 1 of this psalm. Now, before we go, remember this psalm is also what you call an acrostic psalm too, but it is not perfect. Some of the letters are missing, but there is acrosticism in this psalm. Now, looking at from the ESV or another translation, you will not see that much the acrosticism. But when you look at the King James, you can see the acrosticism go right down to the psalm. So I'm going to switch to the King James so that we can look at the acrostics in the psalm. Now let's look at verse 1 and verse 2. Deal with Aleph. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the works of iniquity. As I said previously, the psalmist is giving some pertinent advice, and we can see also this in the Proverbs when the psalmist mentioned that we should not fret by the action of evildoers, or we should not even envy them. Don't get jealous or don't envy the way of the wicked when you see them prosper. Let's look at what Proverbs chapter 23:17 say concerning this. It said, do not let your heart envy sinners, but live in the fear of the Lord always. Look at Proverbs 24:1. Do not be envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them. Look at verse 19 of 24. Do not fret because of evildoers, or be envious of the wicked. So when we look at these two proverbs, we can see it's almost what the same thing or similar to what David is saying right here in verse 1. Do not get fret over evildoers, or don't envy them, because their way is going to come to a crumble. Their way is going to end, and is going to end abruptly soon. So do not fret, do not worry yourself. What they're doing, don't get worried about them. But trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land. Verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of your heart. In other words, do not fret or be envious of what the wicked have. Do not worry about them, do not fret. Whatever they try to do to you, don't worry about it. Trust God. And don't worry about what they do. Don't envy their ways to get prosperous, you know. You trust God and you do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. When you do good, you're going to be fed. Don't worry, God is going to take care of you. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Trust God. Do good, and God is going to grant it out and work it out for you. Gamel, commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him. Whatever you do, put your ways unto your Lord, all your ways. Don't envy the ways of the wicked. Put all your ways, your action in the Lord. Do good. Trust the Lord, and he shall bring it to pass, whatever you desire. Because if your ways are in the Lord, you're going to desire the right things. And when you desire the right things, you're going to do it the right way, not the wicked way or the wrong way. And it will come to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. So your righteousness will be in light, and your judgment, you will not operate shady like the wicked. Dalet, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. He said, rest in the Lord, wait patiently for him. And I like this part. Rest not, fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. The word there, prospereth in his way, there's two ways. You can prosper in the way of God, and you can seek to prosper in the way of the wicked, which will come to pass shortly, abruptly. Now, fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. The word way is derrick or bent, according to his bent, according to his path, according to the course that he chooses to go, according to the evil path that he chooses to travel. Do not fret yourself. Do not go down that road. When you see him prosperous in his way, he doing things, his evil way, do not go down that road. Because the man who bringeth wicked device to pass, because he bring wicked device, and it seem like whatever he do come to pass because of his wickedness, do not go down that road. He cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. In other words, cease from your anger. A lot of time we look at the wicked and we let them get us frustrated. He said, no, don't get angry. Forsake wrath. Sometimes we want wrath coming your way, in your head when you see wickedness. He said, forsake wrath. And this is preaching here, because sometimes even myself, we need this. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Don't fret yourself to go and do evil. When you see them prosper, you want to say tit for tat. No, don't go down there. Don't get frustrated. Don't let them anger you, and don't do the same thing that they're doing, because at the end of the day, you will not be better than them. For evil doers shall be cut off. In God's time they shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Just wait patiently. I and wow together in these two verses 10 and 11 contrast or combine I and wow together. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight thyself in the abundance of peace. So don't kill yourself about them. Don't worry yourself about them. So these two verses deal with Waw and Yod. Zion. The wicked plotted against the just, and gnashed upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. So the wicked will plot against the just. They will plot against those who seek to do right, and they gnash their teeth. But remember, I always say, look at it. While they're doing it, God is laughing at them, because God knows that it will come to pass. A lot of times we can't see what's going on behind the scenes, the operations that's going on behind the scenes. But you can be assured God is on the throne and he sees what's going on. So trust the Lord. Be patient. Help. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and the needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. In other words, the devices, the way that the wicked try to go at the just or the upright, in the same way they will die. The same thing that they will through the devices that they plan and they plot, those same devices will kill them. The darts that they try to throw at the upright, those darts will turn back and kill them or hurt them. 10. A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. In other words, whatever you have, be content with it. Whatever you have and you get it in the right way, it is better than the multitude of things that the wicked have. They will not enjoy it, and God is going to break the arms. You can't understand. They will not enjoy it, and when they get it, somebody else gonna enjoy it more than them. So don't be envious. Yod. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil times, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. Look at this. God know the days of the upright. God know He know your life. He have everything is in control. When evil time come, when bad time come, in general and the land, let me tell you something. The upright will survive. The evil will not be able to survive. And in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. You shall be satisfied when things get hard. God is going to provide for you. But who can the evil turn to? Calf. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away. In other words, it's answer the previous verse. God is going to satisfy the upright in times of difficulties and trouble and famine. But when those difficult times come, the evil ones, they shall perish, and they shall, like fat, like lambs, and they shall be consumed away. So those who are doing evil, refrain, stop, turn. Lamed, the wicked boweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that curse of him shall be cut off. In other words, the wicked borrow and he give back. He doesn't give back. But the righteous show it mercy to people who borrow, and he give back to them. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth. When God bless you, you shall inherit the earth. But they that because of God shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and the delight of his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Now I don't need to have got to go further into this very chapter, because it's a long chapter, and I think this verse sum it up well. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. When you see a good man, a man who is walking good and right, his steps is ordered by the Lord. He delight in his way. Though he fall, she shall not be utterly cast down. Though he fall, he stumble, he shall not utterly be cast down. He shall come back up again. For the Lord upholdeth him with his right hand. God is going to uphold him. None. I have been young, and now I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging what? Bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. In other words, once you trust God and you put your trust in God, he is your currency, he is your money. When difficult time come, you have it, God is going to provide. Sometimes you don't know where it's going to come from, but God is going to provide. I have never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread, even in the time of trouble and in the time of good. God is going to provide. And you know what? You're going to be more satisfied and more content than when you go out there and try to do things in an evil way. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Even though you have little, the little you have, and somebody come, you will help them, because you have mercies and you understand your situation, and you see those who come after you, God is going to bless them. Shamet, depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore, for the Lord loveth judgment. So depart from evil. Don't get involved in doing evil, and do good, for the Lord loveth judgment. The Lord is going to judge you because of your good, and he is going to bless you. Iron, and forsaketh not his saints, they are preserved forever. Don't go against the children of God. Try to help the children of God. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. P. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and the tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. In other words, what he's saying simply, you want to know a righteous man, listen to his speech. Listen to the way he talk. He will be talking wisdom. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Quoth, wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Wait on the Lord, your day will come. Resh, I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but could not be found. In other words, we see the wicked like they're just spreading out. Look at all these things that they're getting. Then all of a sudden you see them no more. You look for him, you can't understand. People say by them, they don't pass off long time. Shin, mark the perfect man, and behold the upright. For the end of that man is peace, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. In other words, he's saying, study, look at the way of a perfect man and an upright man. It does not mean a perfect person who never do wrong. It means a person who walk righteously. Mark his ways and see how he prospereth. Look at how he live in peace. But the wicked shall be cut off. I had a friend in the state and he used to tell me, Dixon, be a student of people move. Look at how people operate. Mark their ways. Mark the ways of a righteous man and you see he live in peace. Mark the way of the wicked and you see how they live. Tau. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. So, in conclusion, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. When you trust God, your salvation is of God. But when you trust in your wicked scheme and all that you possess by your wicked scheme, that those are your God and they shall perish, and in the day of difficulty they will not be able to help you. So in everything, this psalm is simply telling us in one simple phrase, that is in verse 1, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the works of iniquity. We need that. I personally need that. And all of us need that. Sometimes we let the wicked frustrate us. But the Lord is saying, do not fret yourself. You're doing more harm. And don't yourself envy them because you might end up going down their path. Saints, have a wonderful day and may the Lord's blessings be with you.